Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Andrea and today we are doing my September favorites. Can you believe it's October? Because I really can't. I am super happy about it though. So let's dive right in. First, I'm gonna talk about some things that are just making me happy that are not makeup related. I feel like there's a lot going on in the world right now. There's a lot going on in the US and I need some stuff to help me escape and make me happy. So I'm just gonna list off a couple of things. First off, this book is called Lock Every Door by Riley Sager, I think. This was a book club book. I am in a book club and this was our book, I think of August, if I'm not mistaken. Anyways, really good book. It is definitely a like suspense, murder mystery type of situation. Those are some of my favorite books, and those happen to be like most everyone's favorite books in my book club, so we tend to read them almost every single month. But this is a fabulous book. I highly recommend it. So I love cooking and baking, and I have been sugar-free for almost a year now. November of last year, I went sugar-free for some health reasons, and it's not a permanent situation, but for now, it is what it is. And when I want something sweet, I usually make keto desserts. So I'm not keto, but I make keto desserts. So this month, at the end of September, I made some pumpkin bread, and I have been munching on this on the daily still. I made 2 loaves of this. This is the second loaf. I'll leave the recipe in the description box down below. Do yourself a favor and try this. It's so, so good. One thing, the recipe doesn't call for as much like cinnamon and stuff as I would like, so if I make this again, which I probably will around Thanksgiving time, I will add a little bit more of the spicy seasonings to it. So another non-makeup favorite is taking walks. I have been taking walks I've been doing it for a couple of years off and on, but I had been kind of off the bandwagon. And this summer, my mom and I started walking together, and it just makes me feel so much better. I'm outside in nature. We've been going to a park, but she's a teacher, so she's back at work now, and we can't do that anymore. So I've just been walking in my neighborhood, 30 minutes to an hour, 3 to 5 times a week usually, and it makes me feel so good. Like, do yourself a favor, go out in nature and enjoy the sunshine, and I'm telling you, it does wonders. I feel like that's keeping me sane right now. Even if you don't want to do that, take your dog to the dog park or something. Take your family on a picnic or take your kids to the park, something. I'm telling you, it does a world of difference for my mental health, and I will not be stopping anytime soon. So that's it for my random favorites. I have one skincare item and then we'll get into the makeup. So my skincare item this month is this Murad Hydrodynamic Ultimate Moisture for Eyes Eye Cream. And this is what it looks like. I did get this in a BoxyCharm. I think that they repackaged like this portion, which is probably why it was in a BoxyCharm. But I feel like this eye cream is a game changer for me. Here's the texture of the cream, so you can see I've used quite a bit of this. I've been using it, so not all eye creams are 360 eye safe. A lot of them are only you're able to use underneath the eye. You're not able to use them on the lid. The skin on your eyelid is very thin and very sensitive, and if you're using creams on there that you're not supposed to, it can be bad for your eyesight. So just be careful with what you're putting on your actual lid. My dog is barking at me. Be right back. So just be careful with what you're putting around your entire eye. I put this around my entire eye. I feel like I have super oily eyelids, and I actually think this is making them less oily. I'm so excited for that because now my eyeshadow won't crease as much throughout the day. I'm telling you, that's a big game changer for me. I'm so excited. So, also this hydrates my under eyes really well. I'm very much enjoying it. This is very pricey. I think this is like a $70 eye cream. I might be repurchasing this because I like it that much. Okay, moving on. Oh, one more thing. I do get quite a few headaches and actually some migraines, and a lot of it has to do with neck pain and upper back pain from sitting at a desk all the time. I did lose my job because of COVID, but before that, I was sitting at a desk all day, 8 to 10 hours a day at a computer, working in computer programs, and it just really messed up my shoulders and my neck, and like from the middle of my back up. So this is an essential oil that a friend told me about. Ooh, it's all faded. It's called Sunrider, and it works almost like icy hot. So I'll put it all over my neck and my shoulders and down the middle of my back, and then even on my head when I have headaches or migraines that won't go away, and to honestly try to prevent taking so much like ibuprofen or Excedrin migraine and stuff. This works wonders. I've had this little tiny bottle for like 2 years, and I use it on a regular basis, and I still have some left. So I'll leave a link for this in the description box. I just bought mine on Amazon. If you struggle with migraines or headaches, this is awesome. Also, I forgot to mention in the beginning part that there are 2 more things I want to add. One is decorating for Halloween or fall. Do it inside, outside, whatever. My husband and I are having so much fun with that. We bought a little projector with ghosts on it for our house outside, and this is our first year decorating for Halloween at our house. We did buy our house in October of last year, and we moved actually like the last weekend in October, so we did not have time to decorate, but it is making us so happy. I even bought some fall plants. I love it. Do stuff that makes you happy. So also at the end of August, beginning of September, we went to Montana to visit my brother and his wife, and we had the best time. We went to Yellowstone National Park. Hello. I am obsessed with this mug. So we went to Yellowstone National Park, and then we also went to the Tetons National Park. If you can go, go. I feel like the Tetons are so underrated. I had never heard of them until my brother brought it up. He told me that him and his wife wanted to go, and they had never been there before. And they'll take like mini trips and stuff to places around them to visit new things. And I was like, I looked up pictures and I was like, I'm in, absolutely. We also really wanted to go to Glacier National Park, but it was like 5 hours the opposite direction of Yellowstone and the Tetons. So that's on our to-do list for next time we go visit them. But the Tetons are so stunning. I'll insert some pictures, show you guys. Take a road trip, go visit, like, it is so stunning. I've always been an ocean person, but these mountains are so epic and so beautiful. Like, me and my husband want to move to Montana now. And Montana itself, there's so many places to explore, and just like you can drive 30 minutes and find this beautiful lake in the middle of the mountains, covered in like surrounded by trees and wildlife, and it's so amazing. That was probably one of the best trips of my life. I loved it, and I want to move there. Visit if you have the opportunity, or take a mini vacation somewhere. Go visit some mountains, go visit a lake, something. Do something to keep your sanity during these wild times that we have going on right now with COVID and everything, and the election. Okay, I swear the rest is all makeup. I promise. So, first, I don't think will be a surprise to anyone. This palette has got the most views of any video on my YouTube channel, and I am in love. This is the Natasha Denona Glam palette. I do have 2 videos up. The original video is a review, swatches, comparison swatches, and an eye look. And then the second video is 3 more eye looks with this palette. I am obsessed with these cool tones. This is definitely something I'm going to be reaching for anytime I want cool tone eyeshadows. And I feel like cool tones are back, or they're coming back. I don't think warm tones are going anywhere, but I do think that people are going to start really mixing it up and going back for the cool tones. So I love this palette. I definitely think it's worth the price. I don't love the naming convention she used for this palette, but such a good palette. So the next things have to be one of my most favorite items of the month, and that is the Patrick Ta blush duos. I have the peach and the bronzy shade. I have gotten more use out of this, which is honestly to be expected for me personally, because I love peach blushes and it was more summertime. I'll probably use this more in the winter, but I love using these. I have mostly used them. Actually, I think I've always used them with both the cream and the powder products. I did take these with me when I was traveling, and I used them a ton. So I highly recommend these. I did not enjoy his original blush formula that he released. It's just a powder. It was not pigmented enough for me. These are awesome. So I do have one more blush, and it is the Rare Beauty blush in the shade Grace. I was not going to buy this shade. Let me swatch it for you. I wanted one of the peachier shades, but they were sold out at the Sephora that I went to. So I bought this mauve bright shade, and it is so stunning. The formula on this is fantastic. Do not, people are saying this is too pigmented, and I see them dotting it on their cheeks. Don't dot it on your cheek, okay? Apply it to your hand with a dot. Take a brush or a sponge, apply it to the brush or sponge, and then blend it out a little bit on your hand, and then apply it to your face. It applies beautifully. I love it. Such a great blush. So next up is another thing from Rare Beauty, and it's the foundation. I still can't believe people are not getting full coverage out of this. I use this a ton in the month of September, and I always get full coverage when I use this. Maybe it's medium to full, like high medium coverage, but I have no issues, and this lasts on me for a super long time. I really enjoy it. It's super lightweight. I do think this shade is a little bit too warm for me. The color is good as far as like the depth of it, but it's just a little bit too warm for my skin. I'm thinking about exchanging it or buying a different shade. But this is great. It's dewy. When you set it, it mattifies nicely. It lasts for a super long time on the skin. I even use this with a sponge and get full coverage. I've been using it with the Real Techniques. I've been using it with the Eco Tools sponge and the blush, as you can see. This is dirty, sorry. I pulled this concealer out of my collection, I think for a video, and it's the CoverGirl True Blend Undercover Concealer. I do have 2 shades in this, but this is my summer, and it's L900 Classic Beige. I'm obsessed with this. This, to me, is kind of a dupe for the Too Faced Born This Way concealer. It's similar to Tarte Shape Tape, but it's more hydrating. It doesn't look as cakey. I love this. It has great coverage. It lasts well on my skin, and I'm never disappointed when I use this. So I do have one more concealer. This is actually newer to my collection, but I have fallen in love with it quickly. And it is the Benefit Boiing Cakeless Concealer. This is so good. So full coverage. Looks fabulous on the skin. Doesn't look cracked or cakey. This actually covers blemishes. Like, my skin has been breaking out quite a bit, and this is covering them so nicely. Normally, the only thing that covers like this is my Nars Soft Matte Complete Concealer. I haven't needed to pull that out since I got this. I can use it under my eyes, and then I can use it all over the face, and it looks great. I am wearing this today. I am obsessed with this. I'm sad I didn't try it sooner. Next is also a newer product to me, but I have fallen in love with it just as quickly, and it is the Beauty Bakerie Flower Powder. I have the shade Oat Translucent. That's what the shade looks like. This is a stunning powder. I don't bake my face, but this is actually really good for baking. And it's just good for overall setting. It blurs everything out. It makes my makeup last for a super long time. I love this so, so much. I highly recommend it. So next is a product that I pulled out of my collection randomly this month. And I have a couple of shades. Here's 2 of them. It's the e.l.f. I believe this is the lip oil. And I have Pink Kiss and Nude Kiss. These glosses, let me swatch them for you. This is Nude Kiss. They're almost like, they're glosses, but they're kind of oily glosses. I don't know how else to explain it. These are 2 of my favorite shades. I think I have one more shade of this, but you see how shiny and reflective they are? They just make your lips look so juicy. They're not sticky. They're very hydrating on the lips, and I just love this formula so much. I was obsessed with these a year or 2 ago, and I just pulled them out more recently because one of them happened to match a look I was doing, and I fell back in love. So I'm going to get a lot of use out of these right now. So I have another lip product. This is the MAC Lip Pencil in Half Red. This is my favorite MAC lip pencil. Here's the shade right here. I never hear anyone talk about this shade, and I went into a MAC once, and the person working there talked me into buying this, and I think they showed it to me with Viva Glam 2, the lipstick, and the combination was just so stunning. But this lip pencil is just so stunning, especially for fall. I can't believe people don't talk about this shade more. I feel like Whirl and Soar get all of the hype, but this is probably one of my most used. I love this so much. I do have this on today under my lips as well. So next is another thing that I picked up this month that I fell in love with, and this is an oldie but a goodie. This is Benefit Cookie Highlighter. Jaclyn Hill raved about this when it first came out, and I did not jump on the bandwagon, but I'm so sad that I didn't, because are you kidding me? It's so glossy and shiny and stunning. If you don't like a blinding highlight, don't buy this, but it is so pretty. Ugh. I was kind of waiting for a mini one of these to come out, but they still haven't done that, by the way. I bought this because it was half off for the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty sale, and I am not disappointed. I'm going to be using this all winter long when I'm super pale. It's so pretty. Next is a brow pencil, and it's the Covergirl Ultra Fine Brow Pencil, and I have the shade 705 Rich Brown. I bought this for I think a full face of first impressions video, and I am obsessed with this. I love this pencil so much. Brow pencils are usually my go-to brow products, and then a gel on top, but this has just been fabulous, and I keep reaching for it over my Brow Wiz, so that says something. Next is the Pretty Vulgar Eyeshadow Primer. I got this in a BoxyCharm, and it is so good. It is so, so good. The first time I tried it, I was really shocked that it was like my lids were sticky. Like, it was so tacky that they were sticky. And I have hooded eyes, and I feel like the top part of my eyelid was like sticking to my lid before I set it with powder. And I was like, oh, this is a weird sensation. It's such a good primer. Go check this out. It's so good. I'm in love. I keep reaching for this as well. Next is this primer. It's by Stellar Beauty. It's the Brilliant Primer. This is a pore filling primer, but it has a radiant type of finish to it. Oh, I squeezed out way too much. You see how pearly that is? Anyways, it blurs pores so nicely. I took this on my trip as well. It definitely is like dimethicone, which is fine. I don't mind that for pore filling primers, but it smooths on the skin so nicely. It doesn't emphasize dryness, and it has that pearly finish. I love that primer. I think Babs Beauty is the one that got me to purchase that, and I actually have a backup of it as well for when I run out of that. Last but not least is a tool, and it is the Airbrush Stipple Brush by e.l.f. And this is what it looks like. It's got a clear handle. And as you can see, it's got these like longer feathery bristles. It's a stipple brush. So it's got these longer feathery bristles on top, and then it gets more dense. Samantha Ravndal raves about this brush. She uses it for all of her cream cheek products, and I finally got it. It's kind of hard to find. I did have to buy it on Ulta online. I can't find this in store anywhere, but I get the hype. I've been using this for my cream, bronzer, and blush, and worth every penny. I think this is like a $10 brush, so it is kind of expensive for e.l.f., but it is great quality, and I would buy another one just to have on hand. I love this so much. It is taking over my other brushes that I use for cream products. All right, y'all, that's it for this video. Let me know in the comments below whether you liked this video or what you thought of all my favorites this month. Please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. It really helps me out. Also, follow me on Instagram. My handle is @AndreaKristenBeauty, just like my YouTube channel. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Have a good day or night wherever you are. Bye.